Getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to roam now. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they're running right through it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ricky Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he fires one incomplete. Tim Brown, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 05. Also, Bears all-time leading tackle, almost 1,800 of them. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's got Shockey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The play fake. Now Young. Touchdown, Steelers. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, defensive player of the year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Oh!
Still going. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Young. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Here we go. 3-19.
Young now. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Time for a break. We've hit. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Michael Strahan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
Tight end.